So we are taking the Metro Link and heading to LA's football coliseum, right?
LA Coliseum, yeah.
Isn't that the same thing? All right, we are off to the races, literally. We are heading on a train to Los Angeles for the next 2 days, and we are saying goodbye to our hostel. Can't beat the location. Saying goodbye to the ocean for now. If we had to choose between mountains and ocean, it definitely would be the ocean. There's so much activity going on. Love the beach walks, the runs, just the people watching, and everything that happens around the ocean. So we are headed off to LA, and we'll take you guys there.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Northbound Amtrak. North to Los Angeles. Upon arrival in Los Angeles, all passengers must exit the train. If you're connecting to the Amtrak Thruway bus to Bakersfield, you'll find that in the bus courtyard just outside of Reagan's Place.
We have arrived in Los Angeles. So I think we're in for another surprise on where I'm staying the next 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing because the neighborhood we're walking in seems to be a little
Well, we're only a mile from
iffy.
USC, so we're not too far.
A mile, it can be a long ways off in LA. Whoops, you did a quick, abrupt face there, crossing the street.
So we're only a mile from the LA Memorial Coliseum where the Nascar race is tonight. It's qualifying, and then tomorrow is the race, so we should be in pretty good shape.
But let's see what surprise I have in store for me on where we're staying tonight for the next 2 nights. Here it is.
Work.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that we had before that got canceled on us was in somebody's house. But then they went ahead and leased their house and canceled. So I contacted bookings because this one was like double the price. And to get close to the Coliseum, so I contacted bookings.com and they said, submit the information and we'll refund you. So we'll get, and this isn't, I mean, this is just okay, but it's close to the race, so that's the main thing.
A mile from the race.
Which is really close. This is like one of the closest.
Just kidding.
Closest hotels you can get to the race.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting place.
That's good reviews, or like basically people said, yeah, it's fine, which it is.
It'll work for us just for 2 nights. So we are taking the Metro Link and heading to LA's Football Coliseum, right?
LA Coliseum, yeah.
Isn't that the same thing? LA's Football Coliseum?
Well, it's LA's Memorial Coliseum, so it's where they play the Rose Bowl.
And what is happening, or what has happened there, is NASCAR has converted the football field into an actual racing track. I saw a time-lapse video on it, and literally they got rid of the football field and they laid down asphalt.
Yeah, over the football field and then around the football field. I don't know why, I thought maybe they'd just go around the outside of the football field, but well, no, they need places for the cars to pit and everything, so it's actually the whole inner side of it.
Yeah. So there will be multiple cars racing, only 10 cars at a time racing, but there's different heats that are happening tonight to do qualifying races, right?
Well, tonight's qualification, which means or qualifying, where they just do single cars, so the fastest cars around the track then end up getting to go first and second, third, fourth in line or whatever.
Okay.
And then tomorrow they'll do heat races, so it'll be more like one of your local race tracks would do.
It'll be so interesting to go there and see how they've converted the actual football stadium, and again, it's an experience.
Yeah, and this is like a pre-race. This is just for like fun and showcase their the NASCAR and all the talent. The top drivers are going to be there, so it'll be a lot of fun.
So we will take you guys along and show you what this is all about. See you at the track. So I'm not allowed to bring in my actual video camera, but I am allowed to use my phone, so I'm going to be taking all this footage on my phone, which I don't understand because I can take just as good a video with my phone. Here it is.
We're here at the systems. We're here at the NASCAR R&D Center in Concord.
Just left the track that did the first time trial. New cars are entering to do their time trial. The great thing is this time around I downloaded the NASCAR app and I'm able to listen to the drivers, the officials, and the announcers, so that makes it quite a bit more interesting to follow what is going on.
Part of what we have.
So, what did you think of tonight's event?
It's cool to see these cars. They're awesome. I mean, it's like when they just just a little bit of gas and they were stuck right to the track. And what you found is like the first drivers didn't have much track to hold on to, so they didn't go through the corners. Is where later on what they would do is they'd spin their tires and get them hot, and then they had a little better. But it's interesting because it's so small, they barely get any speed up. But
I liked it this time, as I was trying to say in the video while they were racing. I could listen to the actual drivers and then the officials and the announcers, so that made it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, having the scanner along with the announcers, it was good. So tomorrow will be fun because this is more like a short track, local, Wisconsin, South Carolina type of race.
Tomorrow will be fun because Pitbull performs and Ice Cube.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
No, it's surprising how many names I recognize because I don't really watch NASCAR, but your dad watched it a ton, and being at their house, I would hear the names and sit down and watch the final laps with him and you, and so, yeah, I recognize quite a few drivers.
Yeah, Dad would watch it all the time, and I actually watch it quite a bit. But there's a lot of new drivers that I don't follow now, but just because we travel too much, but I still like it. It's fun.
So that's it for today's race and today's event, and live from the stadium in Los Angeles. So we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully during Pitbull.